Hi, welcome to the 1 Liter Podcast. You will watch us drinking 1 liters of beer whilst talking about shies. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to the 1 Liter.
Back by popular demand, we've got some questions prepped by Eli.
From all our fans.
Yeah, from all of our
true.
fans. I think it was by our own judgment that we thought the top fives weren't as good, wasn't it?
I think that was a consensus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still fabulous.
Fabulous. But it was kind of just listing a couple of things, whereas the questions, they make you think. They make you think deeper.
Yeah.
I like it.
Although before we get to the questions, I did have a couple of notes
Okay.
from the last one, right? And this is probably to reference a couple of things, right? Remember when we were talking about unexpected turn-ons, like things you've done
Oh, yeah.
and your partner was like,
Or that she's done?
Well, we did both,
It was
but this
both,
was
yeah.
for stuff that you've done.
Yeah.
I've got one to add to it. Me disapprovingly looking at my lad during a podcast. I've gotten feedback. She's, that was pretty good. It was you getting way too hot and struggling to take off a shirt.
Yes.
It then cut over to me just going, fuck this guy.
Well, I'm sure we'll get to see it again on this podcast.
If you keep the camera on
if
me,
past
I will
performance
be looking over.
is an
Well, I don't
indicator
have
of
my
future
jacket on right
performance.
now, so
Yeah, true.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It's going to get hot in here.
The other one I wanted to revisit. I know we didn't take a huge amount of time to decide our top fives. Latham, are you sticking with Jeremy Irons as the first guy that you would have a beer with?
No,
Okay.
no, it was ridiculous. Hindsight's 2020. You know, I went back, watched The Lion King and the movie Margin Call.
Sure.
Did you?
Just not worth it.
Huge.
Not worth
So
it.
who's your number one pick?
I'll come back to you at the end of this podcast
Nice.
with an answer.
Okay.
Time to think about it.
I went into a deep dive on Jeremy Irons just because I couldn't believe that answer. He wrote a letter defending Roman Polanski for drugging and raping a 13-year-old.
Oh.
And that's not even the worst bit about him. I think he's a shit actor. No, kidding.
Wow. I mean,
and a
I'm
shit
kidding.
bloke.
he's just got a good voice, right? That's all he's really.
He sang "Be Prepared,"
He's got a great
which at the
voice.
time was enough for me.
Who did
Can I? No, let me change
Shere
it now.
Khan?
Phil Collins.
Dude, I had a list of people that I think would have been better for you, and Phil Collins was on that list.
He better have been near the
yeah.
top.
Yeah, he was. He was.
And it wouldn't be me going for a beer with him. It would be him sitting there and me
He's off the
rattling
beers.
off the entire soundtrack for Tarzan.
I
Nice.
thought it was going to be you doing that dance with him, the one where they all have their arm on each other's shoulder and they're doing like the head bop thing.
Oh, yeah.
Easy Lover live, huge performance.
Very good.
I think. Look, that's most of my notes. I think we'll move on to a bit of a two-parter, bit of a weird one. How much would you have to get paid to kill a homeless person of your choice?
Of my choice.
Hold on. The category is, one of them is there is absolutely no investigation. Like you're basically told by the government, just go and kill a homeless person. We don't care. The other one is there is an investigation, but they're not sending Scotland Yard because it's a homeless person. So
we're doing two scenarios.
two
One
scenarios,
is,
two different amounts of money because
Two
I
different
assume
amounts.
it's going to
Yeah.
be different.
one
how much?
one is unrealistic. The government literally told you to kill a
You
homeless
know
person.
that there's going to be no fallout.
The other one is real life. You've
Yes.
just gone and killed a homeless person. Someone
Yes.
reported a dead body. They're like,
At some point, they're going to find out. Yeah.
Mhm.
How much you need?
I think my numbers will be quite close together because, like
really?
you said, like as long as you're doing it properly, there's no witnesses, and someone just finds a body, and you've made sure to wear gloves and shit, and the murder weapon's gone.
Yeah, but the first one, you can shoot a guy in the street. It doesn't matter.
No one's
Really?
Yeah, that's the first scenario. Neither of these are real scenarios, Phil. I don't want you going off killing a hobo.
No, but what I'm saying is, how much investigating would there even be done if you've done it
Probably not that
quite
much.
thoroughly?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Brief,
I have to
brief
imagine not too
forensics.
much.
Brief forensics.
Yeah. Whereas I still haven't gone past the hurdle of I need to kill a man.
I haven't heard a number
Yeah.
yet, boys. What do we got?
I've got 5 mil in my head.
For the first or second option?
I feel like it'd be both.
There you go.
It's crazy. My numbers are so far apart.
Really?
Bro, for the first one, it is horribly low number. I
No
don't
way.
care.
Well, you'd kill someone for like that. That's the biggest thing for me is like, I don't think I could kill someone.
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on taking
I don't
life.
care if I get
Yeah.
investigated or not. It's
Wow.
the fact that, if I kill someone, then maybe I should get investigated.
All right,
But-
maybe we
what if
shouldn't
it's
publish
Bat-
this
what if
because
it's-
my answers are not like this at all.
Well, what if it's
Coffee?
Batman?
Yeah, buy me a coffee, I'll kill him.
100 bucks
Hey,
goes a long way. in
yeah,
this
but,
economy.
a deal's a deal.
Oh man.
No, I was thinking somewhere in the realm of 5 to 10 million, like something where you could have yourself set for life and work out your guilt in
See,
that
I'd,
time.
I'd need a life-changing amount for the one where there's a chance that I go to jail.
Enough to buy a helicopter.
Yeah.
So you're not living with any guilt if you've just popped him in the street because the government told you to. For me, it'd be
Not a lot.
it'd be a very different story if the government said, "Hey, we need you to kill a child molester." I'd be like, "Yes,
Well,
sweet."
okay, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
element of choice. You don't get to just be like, oh, he's a child molester, but you get to suss out and kill like the worst homeless person.
Oh,
It's not like a guy who just his
how
wife
much
threw him
time
out.
do I have?
I don't know.
As long as you want.
People
As
fall
long
on,
as you want.
I've definitely walked past homeless people. I'm like, what are we waiting for here? Like, I can, what's
Okay, no, that's fair. Okay, yeah. I mean, if I'm making the money though,
Yeah.
like I'd still name a price.
yeah, okay. Well, if I offered you $500,000 to pull the trigger at someone and you knew there wasn't going to be any consequence, you're not doing it?
But I'd get to choose anyone
Yeah.
because if you start investigating the homeless circles and you start finding out that one of them is
All right,
a child
You're not going to be the
molester,
Batman
Boom.
of hobos.
Boom.
No.
I don't think I could even do it.
We got one coward. Anyone?
No, just the guilt. I'd
You're
feel
in?
from it.
I can't imagine doing that.
Yeah.
Someone's just fallen on hard times.
Oh, really? I can't
and
stop
Eli's
imagining
just
it.
like, okay,
no.
Eli, the angel of
3,000.
death.
How much do you need?
It doesn't. You know what? It doesn't matter that the
I mean-
GFC happened. You're not going to have to worry about it
I think
anymore.
that's a lie we tell ourselves about the homeless. Some people are like that. Some people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in that boat if the paying person chose him for me.
that's weird. No, I feel like I'm doing some weird, like,
Yeah,
no, I don't like that.
sorry, any third party said this homeless guy in particular, then I'd be like, well, what the fuck's he done? He could be an innocent guy. But if I get to choose
You
and
get to
take my
choose.
time,
$500,000.
I'd be like, that guy's a bad guy.
Yeah. You see a guy
Maybe
yelling
not
at
half a
women
mil.
in traffic.
No, not $500,000.
$500,000's not going to do
No.
it for you?
I feel
Yeah.
like you'd have to tell me a story about what they did.
Not living
Like,
in
make me
Sydney,
hate them.
Eli. Not living in Sydney. Like, I would need something that sets me up at the very minimum, and then I'd do it.
Full mil.
No, that
You're
doesn't
leaving it-
set
you're-
me up.
Oh, dude, there's no way I'm not doing that. I'm going to need to go to therapy or something. There's no way I wouldn't do that.
Well, you might have a slight gene of psychopath in you.
2
I
questions
would
in.
enjoy it, but like for $1 million? I
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
don't think you understand how much $1 million is.
No, I do. I do.
The world will have more homeless
maybe
people.
if
It's
it was
fine.
like a homeless Hamas terrorist.
Yeah,
something?
no, I'm not. I
Like
mean,
I don't know. It doesn't
$1
have to be in
million.
Australia. It could be like just a
someone who's had their
let's-
house blown up in
Okay.
Gaza, and now you're going to go and
If
kill
I was,
them.
if I was in the army and I had to kill someone
All right,
that was a
fine.
terrorist, I'll do it. And he was homeless.
All right.
Sure, why not?
All right. $1 million.
Your logic was just being in the army.
$1 million.
Well,
$1 million.
yeah.
Because you think about it. This is how I visualize $1 million. Because you're all around 30, right? I'm 34, around 30-ish.
29.
Don't get him started.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, 29.
And so we've
quite
all
late.
been working for like just over 10 years. And we haven't made crazy money for those 10 years. So like picture all the money you've ever made, then minus your tax, you've probably lived every one of your adult life experiences on less than $1 million.
Mm.
Easily. That's how much $1 million is.
$1 million is a lot of money, man. I think that's crazy that you wouldn't even contemplate it.
I'll think about
Because
it.
I think you're picturing like a nice guy who just happened to, but oh man,
Oh, yeah. I probably am.
even like 15 years ago, I swear homeless people were different. Whereas
Well,
now,
I'm picturing
I
like
get people yelling at me
I'm
a
picturing
lot
like
every time I walk through Central.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
even
do I
then-
want to kill them? Apparently I do.
But no money. Just a coffee.
I wrote this
think
question
I
a
would-
week ago, and now every time I walk past a homeless guy,
Actually, in fact, Eli will give them money, then kill them.
thinking about it. How much just beat one up? Huh?
I'm picturing like Trevor from GTA 5. You guys played that?
Yeah.
One of the 3 characters. Yeah, I'm picturing like that, but homeless. Like that kind of a
This guy's already
disgusting guy.
homeless adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on before I get and say anything more incriminating. Would you? So it's just a yes or no. Would you win the lottery if everyone knew that you won and you can't spend $1 on anyone you know right now, including indirectly?
What does right now mean?
Like parents, brothers, sisters, friends, no one can receive anything from this, and they all know that you won.
So they perceive it as you not being generous.
Yeah, you can't explain why you can't do it.
You just have to say,
You're just like, no, I'm not doing it.
Not even family.
Not even family.
I would win the lottery.
And what's the...
Of course you would.
We backtrack for a second.
Yes. Start my own family. Fuck those guys.
I'll buy them. I'll buy my own family.
Hasn't
My better family.
hasn't met his
I'll
wife.
buy a taller brother. Greg's catching 2 strays.
That's true though. He hasn't met his wife yet, so
True.
he'll meet her when he's rich.
Yep.
She won't get that judgment factor.
But could I buy things for myself and then
There's
just
no,
be like,
no loophole.
no
you can't like
trans-
leave it on a park bench and
No, I'm saying
let
like if
them
I was
use
to
it?
buy, yeah,
Let
like,
them live in my
No,
mansion that I
no.
also live in.
No.
Really?
Okay.
You have to invoice them if they come to your house.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
How much are we winning?
Oh,
20 mil. Good win. Good win.
Yes.
You doing it?
Oh, absolutely. I just thought, I'm like,
You know what's funny? I'd rather kill a homeless person than win $20 million and not give it to my family.
yeah, I think I'm with
No,
you on that.
no.
Can you never
no.
give it? Can
You
you,
know why?
never give it to your
Never.
family? I'd like to think that my family and relationships aren't like.
Bro.
No, but you can't
know with my
explain
family.
it to them. They
I'd
you
still
have to
do it.
just say no. without
I'd
any
still do it
explanation.
because
I'd
I
do
would
it.
then. The only time that becomes bad is if you start spending it in a silly way.
Mm.
But if you said, no, I'm not doing that because I'm putting everything into these investments and then
Yeah,
you
but
start,
then what
you
are you
start
doing?
charitying it off.
No charity. No charity.
Hey, that
No,
wasn't part of
It's
it.
in there.
Is
No
it?
charity. No, absolutely not.
Fine. Still doing it.
You could
So-
put together a pretty incriminating dossier on yourself from
Because-
this podcast. Killing homeless people, no
Yep.
charity.
Big time. No, that's just for this. Like
Yeah.
that would be because I would then justify it to myself. I won 20 mil, I gave 5 to charity, didn't give any to the
Yeah.
family. I'd
Yeah.
feel
Well,
okay.
what if I was to buy a bunch of investment properties and earn an income from those rent from the rental income and use that
No.
too?
That's
No,
that's
that's a
considered-
loophole.
You're charging
Fair-
them above market.
I respect finding the loophole, but no, I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
No, that's fine. I would.
I'd
So
still
the
do
way
it.
I see it, is I could just say no and not do anything and still live my life, or I could say yes and just not spend any of it for myself, but do something clever with it for my future generation, and then no skin off either back.
Yeah, but the future generation might not know their grandparents or uncle and aunt because they'd be so pissed at you. Because I'd be furious.
Yeah, but not if you saw that they weren't spending it on themselves either.
Dude, how would you not spend $20 million on yourself?
Well,
then it
you'd have
just
to make a
sucks.
very conscious choice
Bonus
not
question.
to, or you lose everyone.
But do they have to know that you've won?
Yeah,
Yes.
they have to know.
That's
Okay.
that's the whole premise. Yeah, that's the difficult
Nah, I
part.
don't think I could do it.
You couldn't even take him out to dinner. That's how strict I am with this.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But I could still take them out to dinner with my earned money.
No, that's what I'm saying. Oh, with your earned money. Yeah,
That's a good loophole.
Because if I'm not using it, I'm still going to work my job.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And you could be very generous with that. Yeah, okay, I can't take that off you. Yeah.
Because what if I just buy myself a house, keep my job, take them out to dinner?
All right, that's fair. Well, and then you could basically have like, $100K a year. I'm just
Yep.
saying what you win. And that's just your gift fund.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good loophole.
That's a great loophole. I'm closing that loophole, not because just for the sake of the question. You literally, after this point, you can't spend any money on your family of any kind.
Yeah, then I'm not doing it.
Still doing it?
Fuck your stupid
This
lottery.
fucking guy's still doing it.
Absolutely.
He's just
he
trying
is.
to move on to the next question. He's licking his lips over there. I could buy some new friends.
I'll buy my own podcast setup.
That's right. All right. Moment that
Does
you
that mean we
didn't-
can't be guests? He spends his money on a podcast
Yeah, we
studio.
can't. Yeah, no, we'd have to pay for the time.
We would have to pay
Yeah,
for
he
the
would
time.
find a way to invoice us.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Next question.
All right. Moment you didn't have a camera, but you wish you did.
Oh, yeah, there's probably so many.
I think I've got a good answer for this.
Oh, yeah.
Back in working in supermarkets, there'd be times when you'd be like stocking the shelf, you got the olive oil up on the top shelf and it makes its way for the ground and you just get straight in there.
Sure.
The amount of times that I was this close to dropping something and just pulled off the most remarkable catch that no one would ever see. If you had a compilation of that, tens of millions of views.
Turns out there was 2, and they were pretty
They're on-
believable.
They're on security camera and Adam's doing the Spider-Man thing afterwards. He's like,
Yeah. It was all done in one take.
Okay.
Phil's gonna have to go before me. I can't think of anything.
I'll go.
He's buffering.
I'll go a funny one purely because when canyoning with a big abseil down a waterfall at the end with a GoPro, filmed all of it, get to the end, there's one last jump. I throw the GoPro down to M to film me. The GoPro has a floating case on it, but turns out the handle was too heavy and it sank
That was awesome.
Oh,
in the
wow.
top hole.
The
So I
handle
didn't
thing,
get to. Yeah,
I remember watching that.
Yeah. I got the GoPro back. Someone dived into that hole, like 6-meter hole, and because they do that like as a hobby, and I paid him, I think $50 or $100 to retrieve it and send it back to me. And I got the footage, but I didn't get footage of abseiling down a waterfall, which sucks. Easily would do it again though.
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of
when you spear tackled that guy.
Well, I mean, that would have been a great moment to capture.
Nice.
But it was a good hit. Anyways,
This guy was probably in a library or something, just reading a book, just minding his own business.
just out of nowhere.
I'll teach you.
He's probably bullying his
I mean,
coworker right now.
There was one time I was playing my brother in basketball in the backyard, and we've got like this little patio, and there's a fence. It's like this old wooden fence. Anyways, my brother's 5 years older than me. He beat me easily in basketball because I was like a lot shorter than him, obviously. And then he leans back. He's got the ball in his hands. He leans back against the wooden fence. He's like, "Yeah, and that's how it's done." And he does, and he keeps falling back. The fence literally falls with him. And my brother, back in the day, used to be a bit of a bigger guy. And
We fat shame on this podcast. It's fine.
yeah.
Fat.
Yeah, he was fat.
Yeah.
He was a fat dog.
All right, one step further.
No, I'm with it. I'm with it.
And then it was just one of the fence, because my dad fixed it. It's like
Reinforced it just so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Fat
But
dog.
it's like you can see the dent in which he fell through the fence,
Is there a little
and he
plaque,
just leaned back on it.
little plaque next to it
Yeah,
on this day?
yeah, on this day in 2008. But yeah, that was like a hilarious moment. I always think back on it. Wish I had a camera.
Good one.
Nice. I'm going to eliminate all the sport ones because, like, I remember my highlights as much better than they probably were. But there were a couple that jump out at me. The nice one was, so my brother's deaf, and I can still picture very vividly him. You get this little switch you put on your hearing aid so that the teacher can wear a thing around their neck so you can hear better. And I just remember him running around the house because he had it on his thing, and we would be talking into the microphone, and him just running into a different room, and we're like, "Hey, Oscar." And he goes, "Ah!" like you could hear him in the other room. That was really fun. I wish I could actually watch that again. The same brother, much less heartwarming story. I managed to whip him with a towel on his ass while he was facing me, and I would really like to watch that again.
Figure out how the fuck that happened.
I'm really good at whipping people with towels, and he was like, don't whip me," and he was thinking that because he was facing me, that because you don't want to whip someone in the groin.
No.
So it's like, all right, now I'm safe. I managed to go around the cheek, connect with the side. Oh, just gorgeous shot. And when you can sort of see things in slow motion when it happens like that, just him crying in slow motion was pretty funny. I'd like to get the super slow mo on that one.
Nice.
Next.
What else have we got? Okay, here we go. You guys pretend that you're single. All right. You meet who you think is the love of your life. A few months in, it's going incredibly. You can't even find a fault in this woman. To the point where you introduce her or like mention her to us. Turns out she slept with me. Do you proceed?
Sure.
Yeah.
And if so, do you ask any questions?
No.
No.
Really?
Don't want to know about it.
Wouldn't proceed at all. There's no way. There's no way.
Hey,
we've
it was
done that.
before.
You obviously hold yourself higher than what we do.
If it was like, oh yeah, I had a thing with my lad, I'm like, all right, well, it's nice to meet you, but no.
He's got
Yeah,
that
but
10
you're
incher.
months in, you said.
3 months in.
3 months in. So you found out she'd slept with my lad, you'd be like, nah, see you later.
Why?
I couldn't look at his smiling face at the
Three's a
wedding.
party.
No, I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
I'd come to the next podcast, wouldn't tell you about it, and I'd be like, hey, Eli,
Yeah.
tunnel buddies.
Nah. I couldn't live with it.
No, you're right. If you thought that you were going to go, stay with this person,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I would. Fuck it. Love of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
well, no,
clearly,
who-
she's
who do
clearly
you
come a
think
long
is?
way.
Yeah.
She
Even though it
turned
might
her
have been
life
like
around,
a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
From rock bottom,
She
the
must
only
have
way is
been
up.
rock
Yeah.
bottom, yeah.
She must have been in a dark
Only way
place.
is up.
Oh my goodness. Clearly. Just from the depths of despair. All right. A time you had to pretend you weren't crying. I've got one if you guys are thinking.
Yeah.
Mine was because there's a bit of an age gap to my brothers. So my parents, this is back when you actually had to go and watch a movie. My parents would have me take them to like a kid's movie and they'd go and watch like a parent movie. So I might have been like 11 when Bridge to Terabithia came out.
Oh.
Have you guys seen that?
No.
Yeah. When the girl dies.
Yeah. So my brothers are there. So if I'm 11, they might be, let's say, like 6 and 4. Like there's a bit of a gap. And so they weren't really comprehending what was going on. And they were just like, this movie sucks, right? And I'm just like, yep. Weeping in this. And I can still remember they were sitting both thankfully to one side. So I'm just leaning over, like, pretending almost to be bored. Bawling. That movie.
Wow.
That movie killed me.
Straight in the feels.
Yeah.
Very sensitive.
Like
Did you not?
Milad's reaction
Nah,
of
I'm very-
when the girl dies.
Oh, it's crushing.
Yeah.
It's a horrible.
Oh, it's a
that
good
movie
yeah.
is a tearjerker.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to movies.
I did cry in I Am Legend when the dog dies.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
That's probably
I don't think I cried.
one of 2 movies I've cried in.
I think
The
when
other
we
one was Marley and Me, another
yeah,
dog
that's
movie.
acceptable.
Oh, so you're just the dog ones.
You know, it's
Yeah,
weird. The Marley and Me didn't care.
I think
Train your dog better. Dog sucks and it's your fault.
It's just because he gets old and dies.
If you think like that, then is it?
I think so.
Have
Yeah.
you not seen it, Phil?
No.
You gotta watch
I-
it.
Just forget that.
Yeah.
It's a movie that I've seen once and I don't think I would watch it again, but I love the movie.
Yeah, no, I know about the movie and I know that it's super sad, so I obviously know what's going to happen. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it still hits you the same every time you watch
yeah,
it. I think for me it was when we were watching Return of the King here, and at the end, when Aragorn goes, "My friends, you bow to no one."
You weren't.
he was crying.
Possibly.
I was
Seriously?
slightly teared up.
Wow. Okay.
Slightly teared
well,
up.
you hit it well.
It
Well done.
it just gets me.
well done.
Really? For like the 10th time, you must have
They
watched
bow
it.
to no one.
See, there's just so many endings to that movie. I'm just like, all right, let's move it along.
That one's just
Okay. That's a great answer. I had no idea.
That's brilliant.
I once had an English teacher who cried reading of Mice and Men as he read it to us. And it was like the 30th time he's read it.
Did
Clearly.
you go to private school?
Yes. And we were all sitting around going like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, anyway. Nice teacher.
I can't even think of one, but it must be like something to do with a movie where I'm like, oh, I should be crying here, but I am. I don't know.
It doesn't have to be a movie.
Yeah, no, that's just the obvious ones I'm thinking of.
Oh, one I can think of. I mean, I don't cry, but I get a bit emotional.
You're clearly a tough guy, my lad.
Yeah, we're all impressed, man. You paralyze people and don't cry. We get it.
No, it's no, I don't cry. I'm just like, oh, it's a very emotional.
We get it. Say it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just being clear.
Just disclaimer.
No, when it's a wedding and the bride's walking down.
Man, can you believe this
yeah.
pussy cries at weddings? What a fucking idiot.
I don't know. I feel very emotional.
No, I
That's
get
nice.
that. I get that.
Yeah,
Dude, I
thanks.
nearly cried when my friend called me. He proposed in Europe. They've been together for like 6 years. I knew he'd bought I knew everything was going to happen, and he called me to say it, and I was crying. I'm like, what the fuck?
Milan, I don't like that answer because did you make an effort to try hide that you were getting emotional?
Was
Well,
natural.
At a
I
wedding?
mean, I'm like stone faced. I'm just like, yeah, it's. I
It's just-
I hide it by not crying.
It's good.
No, I
What? That's the way of hiding it, isn't it?
The best way to not cry is to not cry.
I agree with Eli's thing. Like the happy crying. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's like very badly timed, and you have to be like, oh my god, I shouldn't be this emotional.
Oh, I didn't hide it, but
Sometime-
I was surprised.
Yeah. Sometimes reels make me cry out of happiness.
Hmm. I mean, I've almost cried at a few TikToks about
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah. It's like the
What? Almost cried.
Almost.
Almost.
But I didn't.
We're all
I
impressed.
didn't. Well, I don't cry.
Yeah, your fortitude is really just
I'm just saying.
outstanding.
All right.
when did you
Next
stop
question.
crying?
Huh?
When did you stop crying? You obviously
still
cried as a
cry.
child.
No, I still cry,
Okay.
but not at silly things.
Do you sob?
No. Well, like,
Yeah.
no, I don't. I don't do that.
I think this guy sobs. I know a sobber.
I think he's one of those. He starts crying, then he starts sobbing a little bit, then he goes to the bathroom mirror, looks at himself in the mirror, and
fucking-
sobs even more.
No. Maybe drunk.
That's worse.
No, I'm not a sobber.
All right. I've got one of three. I'll disperse them. A blind ranking. Have you guys seen the blind ranking things? I'm going to assume no. Okay. So basically, I'm going to give you a category and then 5 options, but those options are going to come like in intervals, and you've got to give me a 1 through 5 of where you think it's going to be.
Oh.
So the category for the first one is non-superheroes, but action heroes that you would want in a self-defense scenario.
Okay.
All right. Only other caveat is they will have what equipment you think is reasonable for them to have access to.
As that character.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So 1 through 5. First option, Liam Neeson in Taken 1.
I need to rank him 1
you need
to 5.
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah.
Like 4.
And 1's obviously the best.
1's the best. 5's the
in
worst.
Taken.
For what it's worth, they're all action movie people.
What's the scenario? Oh, in,
a bunch
in
of
any
guys are going to
self-defense.
try and beat you up.
Any
I would have
self-defense.
taken 4 as well, my lad.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
putting him at 2. I
Okay.
rate him.
I've got these all written down before, by the way, so I'm not going to try and screw everyone over. John McClane, who's Bruce Willis in Die Hard 1.
5.
I've never seen those movies, so 5.
Hey, you should. They're good.
Yeah, great movies.
Best Christmas movie ever.
4 and 5.
I'm
2
putting
and 5.
McLean at 3.
Over Neeson. Neeson's. I've got Neeson over McClane.
Oh, absolutely.
The third option, John Wick.
1.
Uno.
Yeah, I guess he's so unrealistic. I'm putting him in 1.
Yeah, you got to. Jackie Chan, Rush Hour.
Well, mine's
He'd have to go 3 for me.
mine's 4.
I'm putting him at 5. I've got 2 vacant.
If I
so
could put him at
racist.
5, I'd put him at 5.
by default,
All right,
whoever's next.
What's open for each of you for the last one?
2.
2.
3.
Dark Knight, Batman.
Oh shit!
Pretty good. I think you might have got it perfect.
Why do you have 5 open, Milada? Am I right?
Huh?
I know he's the
No, I've
worst.
got-
He's the
No, that
worst
was the
bloke.
2. What was your 3?
My
Was it
3,
Jackie Chan?
Jackie Chan.
I think that's a perfect
Wait,
list.
so
I had
what's
John
my
Wick
lads?
as 1.
John Wick,
Batman.
Batman in
Yep.
The Dark Knight,
Yeah, Jackie Chan.
Nah,
Jackie
Jackie
Chan,
Chan's wrong.
then Liam Neeson, then John McClane.
Yeah.
I
If he-
would
if he
probably
had-
have Liam Neeson
Yeah.
maybe at 3.
Yeah.
Just he has that hard edge that
Yeah.
I think Jackie Chan probably wouldn't electrocute a guy through his leg wounds.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, fair. No, that was nice, boys.
I need you to pay attention.
That was awesome. What a scene. What a scene. All right. You might have seen this one as well. I stole this one blatantly off something else. You can stop 9/11 by blowing Osama bin Laden to completion. Are you doing it? And if you don't, everyone knows that you chose not to.
No, so you chose not to.
Yeah, but no one gives you the credit if you chose to do it.
Obviously not then. I mean, obviously you would then. If they only know if you didn't do it, but they don't know if you
I'm
did
not
do
doing
it.
it. Fuck 'em. I don't care. Unlucky.
So you're going to basically almost definitely the entire world is going to blame you for 9/11.
So be it.
Huge.
What? So you kill him, but then you get
No,
blamed
you
for-
don't kill him. You blow him to completion.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
And then he doesn't do 9/11.
yeah, and then what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's 10.
What do I get out of it?
It's 9:10.
Oh, you get no
It's
9/11.
9:10, and Osama's there. He's ready
I mean,
for
yeah,
it. He's
obviously.
like, he's got some big plans tomorrow.
Obviously what?
I'd kill him.
No, you don't get to kill him. I don't know if you
blow
know.
him.
Blow him.
Yes.
I'll blow him.
BJ.
I'll even blow him up.
No, of course. Everyone's going to blow him up.
Blow him to completion.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that
But yeah,
changes
kill
everything.
Osama.
Changes everything.
It does. It does change everything.
Would you kill Osama bin Laden
Of course.
to
Yeah,
stop
to stop
9/11? Is
9/11.
what
Yeah,
you
of
would
course.
do?
Blow him up.
This fucking patriot was ready to go. Idiots.
We could have had
Blow
some really
him
good
to
good sound bites off of that. If
Oh, man.
Blow him to completion.
Yeah.
You doing it?
Nah, fuck it.
There you go. Hero.
Huge.
I'm not doing it. Yeah? No? Yeah, too many Middle Easterners died. He was happy about it. So, no.
I don't want to do it, but like,
It sounds like you do.
and you don't. And,
How late were
wait.
you on that laugh?
And you don't get. And you don't get to take credit for it, for stopping it.
No.
That's horrible, isn't it?
In fact, I'm going to go a step further. No one knew about 9/11, so you're just the guy that blew some.
Yeah, but nobody knows. You said nobody knows.
yeah, but you walk around
If
the
I
rest
did
of your
it.
life being like,
if
guess
you do
what I
it,
did?
everyone's just like, dude, why'd you blow that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said nobody knows if you do it, but everyone
Nobody knows
if you
that it
don't do
stops
it.
9/11. Everyone just knows that you did it.
Oh, well, that's fucking stupid.
That's not the worst bit about this. Just to be clear.
Oh.
Phil's walking around like, I'm such a hero. Guess what I did?
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
Ew. Sounds like you just wanted to, buddy.
Yeah, but Eli claims that nobody knew about 9/11. Yeah, sure.
Well, it's the day
I'll tell-
before.
I'll talk to that guy that took out his insurance policy on the 2 towers, and I'll be like, "Sorry, guy, you're not getting your
That's,
payout.
yeah,
Not
fair,
getting your
fair, fair.
payout."
All right, this one I'm actually excited about. What is your death fantasy, like the fantasy way you go out, and at what age would you actually like take it? So if you got offered on like your, 100th birthday, hey, you get to die a hero, how do you want to do it? Obviously, you're taking it at 100.
Yeah.
But at what age? Firstly, how do you want to die? And you can be creative with it. And secondly, at what age are you like, yeah, I've lived a good life. And now if I get to die saving, blowing Osama and saving 9/11, apparently because Phil really wants to do that.
So keen to do it. I mean, you're gonna just pick something super ridiculous, right?
Go for it.
as a 85-year-old me in the first plane that's about to hit the Twin Towers, and I managed to crash it beforehand.
So you're still crashing a plane load of people, you idiot? Why wouldn't you save him on the ground?
He couldn't finish his arm off.
Yeah, apparently.
Couldn't do it. He took too long.
Could have shown a bit more enthusiasm, which you're showing right
Yeah,
now.
True.
You can't wait.
Too much teeth. The guy just wouldn't finish. It'd be something stupid, wouldn't it?
I just don't know if how do you want to die is a question I thought I'd get asked tonight.
Well, you've been asked it, so what are you doing?
Saving an asteroid from hitting planet Earth,
How?
like Armageddon style.
I was thinking Independence Day style of flying the plane
Yep.
into the
Yeah.
alien
Oh,
craft.
yeah.
I was thinking something along those lines. I was thinking like,
You are
Yeah.
Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
But I'm 85-year-old Iron Man.
Yeah,
Catch
but
you
at
later.
85, I'm obviously doing it. Like, would you do it at
Yeah.
75?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll
I'd
do it
probably
at
do
like
it.
55.
See, 55 is like younger
Nah.
than my dad is right now, and he's still got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah. 75 maybe. That's my
75?
limit.
Give me another fake death, though. What else do you want to do?
So what? The Iron Man one's too unrealistic.
One that I want to do, and I think it was really going to send a message about the free world. I'd like to stop a terrorist attack. Obviously, I'm going to die of my wounds, but I want it to finish with me dragging the last terrorist out after I've killed all his mates and putting him in the walls of Jericho as he's arrested. I think that's how I want
As
to
he
go.
self-destructs.
Yeah.
Okay.
The walls of
The walls of Jericho, I think, sends a strong message.
Death to America.
Yeah. No. So I want to I just want to be dying of my wounds. I don't want him to blow himself up.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like I've
gotcha.
just
You've
warned a
stopped
few.
it. You've
Yeah,
stopped it.
clearly. And that guy's going out, and we're like,
He's not going to die from the walls of Jericho.
so the way I put it on, yeah, I think he will.
He might just be like, "Oh my god, this guy's fucking crazy. Why doesn't he just kill me?"
He's about to die, and he's just like,
Yeah.
That is Australian hero stuff.
Yeah.
Kill 4 terrorists, and then the last one I put in a submission hold as he's arrested,
Yeah,
and maybe he can
might
live
as well
to tell the
just tickle
tale.
him to death.
I mean, yeah, they're both pretty gay. Sure, yeah, take it.
One's the asteroid one.
Fair enough.
I don't want to be dying of the wounds. I would take something similar. You're stopping a terrorist attack, but let's say it's the guy with the bomb is on the 70th floor of the World Trade Center, and that is his version of 9/11. And I've spear tackled him out the window, and I go out with
Yeah,
him.
nice. That's a good way to go.
and then he doesn't go to school for like 3 weeks.
What?
That's Malad.
Yeah,
All right, we done with that one?
I didn't
Yeah.
actually answer that, but I
Okay, yeah, go.
Because Adam wants to die surrounded by his great grandchildren like a pussy, and not put anyone in the walls of Jericho.
On the cross.
sounds about right.
Yeah,
On the
what a nerd on the cross.
atoning for all your sins.
The second coming. You don't have one? What's your age? Like, let's say we gave you the scenario. You're the spear tackler. You've just saved 9/11. The guy with the bomb is now falling to his death along with you. How old are you? Not to
Big
mention,
question.
not to mention the floor you were on has all of your children and grandchildren.
And
The
great
plot,
grandchildren.
the plot thickens.
Yeah,
Probably 70.
we'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walls of Jericho someone to death at my 7. I think I might just do that anyway. Just on my commute tomorrow. All right. Would you rather cheat on your partner or hook up with your best friend's girlfriend or fiance? What do you consider a bigger
What do you call a
betrayal?
hookup?
Sleep with both ways.
Sleep with.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. And you're single in the second
You're
scenario.
single in the second one. I think it completely depends on time of both relationships.
Yeah.
But
I was about to say, do you just get to break up with your partner after you cheat on them?
you still cheated on them.
Yeah. It's a hypothetical partner. Depends how good of a friend they are. Best friend, you said.
Yeah. Like my best friend's been my best friend since we were 12.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables.
And that relationship has been going for like 6 years. So like, I think my fake girlfriend's getting cheated on. Yeah.
I don't think I could do it to my mate.
Yeah.
I think that the
And he didn't really specify the girlfriend. Like, is she the love of your life, or is it just like an ex-girlfriend that we had?
Yeah, but at this stage of your life, what would you rather do?
I would cheat on my girlfriend.
Where you are right now?
No. Oh,
Your scenario.
Yeah.
Let's
Huge.
cut this out. Jesus Christ. Really?
I think she'd understand. If it was like, let's say, circumstances where I was just a complete random, nothing emotional.
She'd
it's just
understand.
purely physical. She probably wouldn't, but I feel like I feel. Well,
you
I
can
mean,
manage it.
she would understand more than me sleeping with my best mate's partner.
Okay.
Yeah, but you
That's
can't.
awesome.
No, you can't. You can't put it that way because you're saying she's in both scenarios. In the second scenario, you're single, sleeping with your mates.
I think cheating with your existing partner only affects you, but the ramifications of sleeping with your best mate's girlfriend or wife or fiance, whatever, is it number one, it affects more people. Number two, it would just torture friendship, I reckon. I don't think I could do
I
that.
think so.
I don't think I could do that to someone else.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could.
That's a rough one.
I would. I mean, I wouldn't prefer to do either one, but I feel like if I had to choose, it would be on my partner. Unfortunately,
Huge.
sorry, babe.
Bummer.
Love you.
Yeah, doesn't sound like it.
Keen for the wedding.
Doesn't sound like it. All right.
Wait. Are you choosing best mates?
I'll cheat on my girlfriend, yeah.
You cheat on your girlfriend, so yeah, okay.
Again. I mean, for the first time. All right, next blind ranking. I've got sitcom wives based on how much you'd want to be married to them. So not hotness, just total marriageability.
Overall package.
Yeah.
Sitcom wives.
First one.
Do I know that many sitcoms?
Probably not.
Pam from The Office.
5.
Oh, that's the first one that popped in my head, probably because we're watching it currently.
She's 5 easily.
Really?
Very cool.
Putting her
But
last.
she wouldn't be high on my list.
I'm sure there's great ones coming if Eli's saying she wouldn't be
No,
high on
I'm
his.
saying, like, I have forgotten what I've put down. I don't let that sway you.
Okay.
It wouldn't be high on my list.
I love The Office. It's my favorite show, but she's definitely 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of her.
I would put her
Super
like
hot in Blades of Glory, if anyone remembers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Katie Van Waldenberg.
even in Blades of Glory, I was kind of like, oh, it's just Pam. All right. I'll put her at 3. She's my middle ground. Let's
Okay.
go.
5.
5? Oof. Okay.
Not enough personality.
This one's going 1 for Adam. Monica from Friends.
Oh.
She's Jewish.
Yeah, that. She's
I
a lot.
haven't seen the whole of Friends.
No, neither.
Do you know who Monica is?
I've only seen
Yeah,
like
the-
key
the-
episodes.
The
Brunette, yeah. She's very good looking though.
Oh, yeah.
She ends up with
Chandler.
that's one.
Oh,
Spoiler alert for the viewers at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
we got
anyone-
to.
Ross's sister. It's
Yes.
his brother and sister, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we kind of got to judge her for that, don't we?
I would put her at
4.
Yeah, 4 for me.
3.
Oh, man, that should be higher. All right. Gloria, Modern Family.
Damn, I don't watch Modern Family.
2.
Can I Google it?
Yeah, she's
What
a
is,
MILF.
what is you hoping for? No, it should be
Oh,
a
wait,
straight
Gloria.
one.
Which one's Gloria?
Sophia
Sophia
Vergara.
Vergara.
Oh, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
geez, I
that's
can't believe that was a tepid response.
I thought you were talking about the other one.
Numero-
Married to Phil.
Numero uno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight one.
She's
Straight one.
She's 1, 2, and 3.
Sure.
Is this just for looks though? Like, what's
No,
the
total.
character like?
No, she's a nice person.
I feel like just from her characters and other things, I find her annoying.
This fucking guy. Doesn't like Ryan Gosling, doesn't like Gloria. You can just
Well, but I've
gotta
only
do
got
one.
5 or 1 and 2 left, so
Right.
I'll put her at 2.
Moron. Lily from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I don't watch that either.
Lily.
I've still got 4 vacant. She's going at 4.
Smart.
I've got 2 and 3. She's going 3.
Fair.
Yeah, she's my 5 then.
And finally, I'm going the mum from Everyone Loves Raymond. I've forgotten her name.
Wait,
God damn
Raymond's
it.
wife.
Raymond's wife.
Oh,
I don't even know who that is. I've never seen it.
Sneaky hot.
I guess she's going at 2 for me.
Yeah,
You
same.
could do worse.
yeah, I've got number 1 as my last one. I was really hoping something would jump out at me.
You're a moron. Well, who are you hoping for? If you were to get any sitcom wife,
No
what would
idea. No idea.
you need to come up with a plan.
I know.
All right. Favorite saying.
It is what it is.
There it is.
It is what it is.
Is this one that we like would quote or one that
Sure, whatever.
anyone has said?
Any one of your favorites.
Well, Bob's your uncle.
You know, you got everything from Shakespeare. You've got great speeches of history, and Millard's going for Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
not even
got
a saying.
but it's got a.
It's not an
a
idiom at all.
saying.
I think idiom wise, I'd say there was
Got a
this.
fucking idiom right here.
If it's your favorite, it's got to be something you say often, right?
Probably. Well, the favorite one I've heard is a musician called Tom Waits in the US.
Mm.
Was on a talk show and he had like, I don't know, whiskey or something in front of him. And the presenter goes to him, Tom, like whenever I see you, you've always got a bottle in front of you. And he goes, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
That's good.
And that's, I found that quite entertaining.
But you've never used that.
No, I've had bottles in front of me.
But
plenty.
okay, but does that count?
It's not what
Favorite
it's
saying
not
is
a, it's not a
heard.
turn of phrase was not what I thought, but it's fine.
No,
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite saying, and it's one that I probably should abide by more, is a ship in the harbor is safe, but it's not why you built the ship. I really like that.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
there's also like, let's not build this plane while we're flying it.
Sure.
There's another one.
That's a good one.
These are deep. Mm.
Yeah, a lot better than mine.
I wasn't
Yes,
going
what's
for
new?
deep. I wasn't
What is
going
new?
for deep.
I like All Roads Lead to Rome. I love the reel I sent Eli
Yeah, that
earlier.
was funny. I like that.
I like to say it when we're driving and someone has maps on.
Mm.
Rome wasn't built in a day. I think I've already said it on the podcast today.
Have
Sure.
you?
A lot of Roman
at some
ones.
point. I fly under the radar.
Rome wasn't built in a day. It's probably something really profound that's not coming to mind.
My lad's thinking face is just. I'm hearing the old like startup.
The dial tone from dial-up internet.
Yes, dial-up internet. That's what I'm thinking.
The Simpsons. The Simpsons.
Yeah. God help. We can come back to
I
it.
thought people would have more sayings on hand.
I would have thought so too.
Yeah. I feel like I don't use that many sayings.
Also,
Should I use more?
Man does not live by bread alone. It's a really good one.
Mm.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't get fooled again.
Is that George Bush?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
We must stop these terrorist killers.
Yeah,
Now watch this drive.
that was a good one.
That's another.
Classy.
All right. Would you rather accidentally leave a dick pic on your Insta story for 24 hours, everyone sees it, or you lose half an inch permanently?
Oh, dick pic. I need all the inches I can get.
We'll have a callback to some previous episodes.
That was quick. Okay.
Did you say half?
Half.
Oh,
Millard, I have a
Yeah, it's
question.
not the end of the world.
yeah, I'd probably.
I have a
lose-
question off the back of that.
How big
Would
is
you-
it?
Is there anything you would give up a half inch for?
No.
All right, I'll call it back to the start of the podcast. How much would you have to lose before killing a homeless guy is more preferable? 2 inches off, or you got to kill a homeless guy? What are you doing?
I'll kill a homeless guy.
It's clear that money's not
All
his
the money in the
motivator.
world wouldn't pay for it. But
How much
2 inches.
money would you need to give up an inch?
20 mil?
I'm dying to know. Like, oh.
Dying to know, are you?
Well, if that's the equation to go from 7 to 6, that's crazy. But if it's
Yeah.
like, is it going to 3 to 2? What are you talking about?
He's on the verge of micro.
Jeez.
Ask Nat. She'll tell
She
you.
starts laughing. Straight away.
What was the question again?
Dick pic
Dick pic,
on
everyone
Instagram
sees.
story, or you lose half of
Mm.
your dick size.
No, you lose
No,
half an
half
inch.
an
Oh, half an
Inch.
inch.
So you lose like a
No,
So
half
you
your
go
dick
for a
size is, yeah.
I thought that's what you meant.
No, it's
No.
But I'd
No.
still choose the
It's
dick
1
pic.
centimeter.
I'd still choose the
Hey,
dick
hey. He thought that's what you meant.
Starting to sound like that was one and the same, half or half an inch. Have you got one
I'm
over there?
I'm still choosing the dick pic on my story, so.
Okay.
By the sounds of things, you might even know it's there.
No, I mean, I don't really care if people see my dick. I would care, though, if I lost half an inch.
Right, okay. So his sway isn't what we think. It isn't that the half inch is really terrible. It's the fact that he doesn't give a fuck about flashing
He'd
his
have it up
dick on
there
his
as a
story.
post.
Oh, that is crazy.
Have it on there
Yeah,
as
why
a
would
reel.
I don't care.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, Ladam, what are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm stumped by what
Sounds like he's
conversation we
stumped
just
over here. All right. If you could max out a stat in life, like video game style, can't be anything physical, can't be anything just like, oh, I have infinite money. What would be like a stat you'd want to be better at?
Hey, well, what stats are we talking here then?
No, like
reaching
that's-
level 99 of something.
Yeah, you're reaching level 99 of something that, yeah, it's not going to make you money. It's not like strength. But what is like a niche thing you'd want to be like extremely good at? And for the record, yeah, I'm just saying you can't make money off it. So, you know, like, let's not make it a monetary thing.
Learning. My ability to learn.
Buddy, I think you've already maxed it out.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. No, if I could, pick up a book and learn it instantly, I'll do it.
I got news for you, Millard. You can. Oh.
Yeah.
That's you staring at the cover of books like, I wish I could just pick this
No,
up.
I mean, like,
only.
read it within like 10 seconds and then you understand
Right.
the whole
So
concept.
it's like you have the pill
The
from
bit-
Limitless.
So you want
Yes.
to be like
This is
99
intellect.
at...
Yes.
No,
intellect.
but are you talking you just want to be 99 at speed reading and retaining everything?
There's got to be something niche.
I think intellect would be the right way to describe it.
Yeah, but that's just like saying
I want to be
you want to
brains.
max out intelligence. You can't. That's too broad.
Okay.
You can't
One
learn
particular
everything.
skill.
99.
Is it speed reading and retaining the whole book?
99?
The fastest reader in the world?
99 inches.
It's a real mystery to me at this point.
No.
It's like a great game of poker. Like, what have you got over there? Are you bluffing?
Nah, it'd be. Yeah, I don't know, my brains.
Maxing out brain.
If I could go that broad, I would. But I've always said this. If I could just snap my fingers and be really good at something inconsequential, I'd love to be good at dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Like every giant white guy, I suck at dancing. It'd be really good if I could. Like every wedding, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to make an ass of myself. It'd be really good if I could just be really good at it. Love that.
Well, what do you mean by really good? Like Michael Jackson good?
Sure. Yeah. Just ushering
There's
my
something-
way onto the.
Okay. So I want another one from you, Milad, but
Okay.
that's a great way of putting it. Something inconsequential that you're really
Yeah.
good at, where you
Yeah,
can just
yeah.
rock up to a party and be like, I'm really good at this. And people are like, oh, that's
I already know
interesting.
it. It'd be doing the splits.
Flexibility.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'd be
Flexibility.
impressed if you just did that.
Yeah.
It's like a roundhouse kick, but it's like a perfect
If
circle.
I just pretzeled myself.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Have you seen the wrestler get pretzeled?
No.
I'll show you this after. So,
Yeah.
not important, but
Adam? Can't be golf.
No, that's too easy.
not for you.
But for your brother.
Don't
Really sick of these
Don't bring
delayed
it up.
laughs.
Has anyone seen The Mentalist?
Yeah.
Being like a mentalist.
And are you as good looking as Simon Baker? Because he
Clearly
couldn't
not.
get it.
Clearly not.
Sure.
Get it.
Like having that ability to just like, I don't know, read the situation, pull in random fucking knowledge for anything else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of getting it, we were discussing hot guys at work because I work very hard and I work with a bunch of women. And I forgot who it was. But I think someone could get it. That's one thing to say. Anyway, our biggest fan, who we shouted out the last one, I don't know if I should go by name, she was just like, yeah, he could do whatever. And I was like, yo, that's a step past getting it.
Well,
I think
feel
getting
like
it
that-
is the
But
long
I feel
thing
like that's the female version.
You know, you might be right.
Because you're thinking like, I'm
It was
the
also
masculine.
someone weird. It might have been like Magnum PI or something. It was like,
Okay.
Tom
Yeah, yeah.
Selleck.
yeah.
Because you're
Yeah, you
thinking
could
of
get
it. You're thinking of it in like the masculine sense, like she could get it because I'm gonna give
Sure.
it to her. Where she's thinking I'm gonna receive it.
Maybe you should say that.
A little too formal.
Yeah, it is.
There's no such thing in the sex
Could
that I
do-
have.
No,
You
you
can do
receive
whatever.
you receive emails.
I have
Or-
very formal sex. I don't know what to tell you.
You receive emails or Eli's cock.
Formal sex.
Yeah, you put it in the ledger afterwards, and
That's why I'm
Move
dressed
on.
up.
All right. Interesting.
I can imagine it. Eli's like, now here's the agenda. We're going to start with this.
here's 15 slides
I'm about to
how this is
slide it in. Milady. Let's go again.
So
And
it's
it's coming back out.
Victorian,
Back
Victorian.
in, back out.
Your version of formal, the biggest word you used was 5 letters.
slide.
We're sliding in. I'm entering.
Actually, he did say I'm entering. You said milady.
The lady was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use that.
Good. What's yours? Inconsequential? What did you say?
I'd go
Dancing.
dance.
Oh, dancing, of course. Yeah. I was just going to say paddle, but that's too easy as well. I would say something like random, like archery. I'd be really crazy good at it.
Yeah. Can hunt your own food.
Yeah. But not even to.
Just busting in a bow and arrow to kill like a bush turkey or something.
You
fuck
can,
yes.
yeah. A
Not
compound
in
bow.
Roselle. No.
No, you're right.
Maybe, an ibis.
I don't even know if you need a bow and arrow for that.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe just a hot chip in your hands. try and strangle it.
walk up, grab it by the
Just
beak.
imagining him with the quiver behind him, pulling out a hot chip and loading it into a bow.
I'm picturing you getting outsmarted by the ibis. Like you're dangling the chip and it's eating the other chips. Oh, God. All right, I got 2 more, then we'll do one more ranking one, then we're done. Would you rather be bald tomorrow or impotent at 55?
Bald.
Bald.
Yeah, bold.
Do you know what impotent is?
Yeah.
It's not important. You
What?
cross it?
Yes.
Okay. 55?
I'll be
Oh,
bold.
really? I'm surprised that
I'll
you
be
guys
bold,
didn't
I'd
even
grow a
think about
beard.
that. 55?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, fine. I had to think about it. I still don't know.
Really?
I think
Why?
I might go to 55. How much sex do you think you're getting at 55?
You're just going to stop.
I think it's nice to be like, oh yeah, I'm still going to be doing it like 6 times a week. It should be fine. Like, yeah, sure.
You're not,
I'm not
surely
living
not
in a
6 times a
cotton
week,
candy
but
house. Like, things get real.
You're not that old at 55.
Yeah.
You got so much left to do.
I will also look very stupid bald. So, all right. That's a
Do you know how
surprising.
glorious it feels to be bald?
No.
Oh, low maintenance. I've done it. Done
You've got a normal
razor
sized
to the head.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Like
a
Edward-
neo-Nazi look.
Like Edward Norton?
I did
Yeah.
I did shave for a cure, and then the next
Oh.
day I was going jet skiing, and I was like, "Oh, it's already blade short. I may as well just take a razor blade to it." And I was going to tan my head, but I'd put too much sunscreen on, and it didn't tan. It did look very neo-Nazi, but
What were you trying to cure? The world of Judaism?
do you know what shave for a cure is?
No. Why would I know that?
Shaving your head for cancer fundraising. And me and a bunch of mates did it, like 5 of us. Raised a bunch of money, all shaved our heads. But
Good.
it feels glorious.
Well, I'm glad that cancer's over, thanks to Phil. All right.
Thanks to my $400.
Yeah, I think that really swayed the tide.
Right,
Are we on the last one?
final
yeah,
ranking.
we're on blind ranking. Movie rigs. As in
All right.
dudes rigs.
Great thing to end on.
Yeah, we got the Gauze in Crazy Stupid Love.
5.
I don't know.
It's,
5? Really?
Skinny lean.
Really?
I'm not comparing it to me. I'm comparing it to like Arnold.
Yeah.
I'll put him at 4.
Ah, fuck the guys. I'm putting him at 5.
Jesus, boys.
There's
Oh,
way
that
better.
is
There's way better
harsh.
rigs.
Well, you know,
I'm just kidding.
you know what I got here?
I'm putting him at 5, but I'm just kidding. I really liked him in that movie. He's good.
Yes.
Yes. One of my favorite movies.
One of the great plot twists of all time in that movie.
Yeah.
Elite.
Yeah.
I did not see it coming.
Brad Pitt, Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Ooh.
I much prefer Troy
Troy,
Brad Pitt.
he is more jacked, yes.
Yeah.
But,
But I'd put him as 4 still.
jeez. Okay.
Well, there's more. I'm sure there's.
Wait, where did you
I'm
put
putting
it?
him
I didn't promise great rigs, by the way.
Where did
putting
you
him
put
at 5.
Goz?
5. God.
Really keen
Nah,
to hear
but-
this.
Yeah, Goz
Rest of
is
these.
5. Let's go Fight Club. He's still just so skinny.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
4.
He's kind of like almost malnourished.
All right.
Goz,
In a
just
way.
Goz in Crazy Stupid Love is definitely better than
Yeah. I regret putting him
yeah.
at 5.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman,
X-Men Origins.
OG X-Men before he got on roids.
Oh,
We just look like a normal
he's
man.
gonna have to go. I've got 4 and 5 out, so he's
Yeah.
gonna have to go 3.
Yeah.
Just an amazing, like, where movies have gone, and now he's like roided out of his brain at 60.
It sucks because I'm going to end up with a default 1 again. God damn it. Yeah, he's 3.
I'm gonna. It's hard because I want to put him at 2 to preserve the 1 and 3 dynamic for the
Yeah.
next 2 picks.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't deserve to be at 2, but I'm going to put him at 2 on that
Okay.
that
That's smart.
basis.
That's smart.
Tom Hardy is Bane.
Ooh.
That was a big boy.
I
never-
mean,
he
not,
never-
not
he-
the most aesthetically.
No, he
Yeah,
never.
but he's still trapped out. Like, it
yeah,
was,
but like respect to the bulk, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to respect the
Does
bulk.
is he full topless in that?
I don't think
he's
so.
got like a vest.
You never
but
see. No,
you've
you never
got-
see the gut.
No, but he's definitely fucking
God damn it.
massive.
I've just defaulted to number 1.
I
He's number
think-
2.
I think in relation to my Hugh Jackman at number 2,
Hmm.
kind of have to put him at 1
Okay.
in that.
Okay.
I
in
did think that
relation.
too, so that I would have a default number 2, but I've put him at 2.
Mm.
What's my number 1?
Yeah, I'm putting him at 2.
Let's hear my number 3.
Your number 3 and number 1 is Chris, what's his name? Captain America after he comes out of the
Oh, I'm happy with
America
that.
of Fire.
I
Definitely the best out of the 5.
I probably would have put him at 1.
Post serum.
Beautiful.
Post
Captain
serum.
America.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm
The
happy with
Captain
my
America
top 2.
shield. Yeah.
We literally had
I
the
think you
same list. I
disrespected
think.
the
think so.
gods.
No, did we switch Goz?
Now,
you
I had 5.
Put him at a hard
retrospectively,
5. Yeah.
retrospectively, what would you change there?
Retrospectively, I would go Captain America, Goz, Bane,
Jackman or Brad Pitt? Is the last
Brad
2
Pitt.
you have?
then Jackman.
Yeah, I'd go.
I'm conflicted between those 2. Yeah.
I'd
for
go
4 and 5.
Captain America, Bane, the guys, Brad Pitt, then Wolverine.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
No, we ended up the same again.
Oh, did we?
What's yours?
Yeah, it's probably Captain America. It's Bane. Because you know me,
the
I'm
same thing.
respecting bulk
know.
over
You're gonna do the
Cup, but
same.
you didn't respect the gods enough. Because Fight Club Brad Pitt doesn't do anything for me.
In retrospect, we
Fight Club
respected the
Brad Pitt
gods.
is at 5.
Yeah.
I think in that
Yeah.
list.
Well,
I think
after Hugh Jackman in the original
Yep.
X-Men.
Yep.
Nah. Have you seen it?
I don't think I have.
At least Brad Pitt has abs in
Mm.
Fight Club. He was skinny fat, Hugh Jackman in the first one.
Yeah, he
Like,
was
like,
absolutely
I've
fit.
got a
Which
better
I
rib than
hate
he does.
because
I'm
like, he was
happy that he's
perfectly
last.
healthy. Like he's what superheroes should look like, but they're not gonna. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
bummer. That's all I got for you. Any other questions you want to voice?
Oh, that was nice.
Why?
Want to revisit that
Toby-
homeless one again? Because I
Toby-
feel like it should have grown on you by now.
Toby, what's his name? Toby Maguire?
Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man. Rig.
I thought that was fake.
What?
When he's looking in the mirror. Spider-Man, Tobey
As in the
Maguire.
reel that's recently been circling where it's like superhero physiques back in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
day
yeah.
and he's like,
Dude, book
Oh.
it right now. Tom Holland at one point is going to be absolutely jacked, and people are going to be, oh, this is so impressive. He's on roids now.
what?
What for though?
I don't know, but I've seen a couple of he's on roids.
You go to that accusation very quickly.
Look him up and tell me I'm wrong. Diced, like he's very lean.
But I feel
Zac-
like
Zac
he's
Efron
also
definitely was on the juice.
he's also never had a reason to bulk. Maybe he's just bulking.
Did you
And he has
see the
lean
Iron Claw
genetics.
movie?
Oh,
I haven't seen it yet. I
it
know
I
is
it's
saw
good.
bits of it. I was on my phone while I was watching it, so I didn't really watch it properly.
Tom
We-
Holland physique 2025.
Was it a good movie?
It is. I think it's well done. I watched it on the plane.
Yeah. I mean, everyone says it's a great movie, but
It's a very
it
sad
was just
story.
one of those. Yeah, it was just one of those times I was just put something on the TV to kind of background noise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Making a
you'll have to
commitment?
send me something
Huh?
to convince
Committing?
me. This
Yes, I'll come in.
he doesn't look that big.
Wait, who?
I'm just telling you.
Holland.
I think he's got all the hallmarks of this is going to happen.
Well, I mean, he's already pretty built, and he's a short guy too.
Tom Holland.
He is short. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's going
he's
to help.
shorter than me.
Is anyone shorter than you?
Tom Holland's skinny.
His brother.
Anyway,
That's a good point.
He's seen him.
do you
In the
remember
flesh.
when Justin Bieber got the slightest bit of peck on him, and then I don't know, there was
Yeah, I do
headlines that were
remember
like,
magazines were
"Has
like-
he gone too far with the muscles?" I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, that was me in like grade 8.
yeah.
Settle down.
Yeah.
Well,
I
do,
mean,
you,
I've never had abs.
do you
so-
remember when we were that shredded?
Actually, I almost had abs once.
Well, okay.
I
Well, let's
had an
open it up
ab.
then. What movie physique would you steal? And for you boys, what wrestling physique would you steal?
Wrestling physique. I'll go with that first.
You go Batista. Just go full on.
No, that's a bit too much. I don't think I'd because
Randy Orton.
if I would take his height too.
Yeah.
Nah, it's too big.
Kelly.
Who's that? Maybe actually,
Ooh.
it's a fun time.
Who'd you go? Would you go Troy?
Nah, I literally just looked up Troy, but too skinny. I would go a Hemsworth.
I reckon for me,
A Hemsworth
Surely
Thor.
the Chris of the Hemsworths.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Thor. Chris Hemsworth.
yeah, for me it'd be Michael B. Jordan in Creed.
Yeah. Okay, no, he was pretty jacked.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's not tall.
nah, but
I'd go Ivan Drago, Rocky 4.
oh yeah, or even Rocky Balboa in Rocky
His,
4.
his legs look weird. I don't know if you've ever seen like
Oh,
full
no.
Stallone.
Did you say in
Like-
Creed?
Yes, Creed, the first one.
Yeah, but then look up Rocky 4. Dolph Lundgren's a fucking freak.
Yeah,
Rocky 4? And which? What am I
I
looking
love
at?
that movie.
Good movie.
What do I need to type in to get the correct image?
It's just the blonde guy. He's Ivan
Oh,
Drago.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
He's got an Australian connection too. I'm pretty sure he did his uni over here.
I'm talking Chris Hemsworth when he has to do the double bicep to pull the two levers together to make the machine work. To
when he's
forge the-
reforging
reforge.
the axe.
Yeah.
What is happening with Marvel now?
Oh,
They're rolling out
They're
some
done.
very... Yeah, I know.
they're done.
It went woke.
It finished
going for
with
cash grabs.
With was it Endgame?
Yeah,
They're not even
that was
cash-grabbing
finished.
properly. It's funny. Like, I thought they would have been able to at least make some more money.
Well, they started
As
the
soon as-
storyline with that Kang and then never finished it.
As soon as they
What
open up the
else is Marvel?
multiverse, as soon as they open up the multiverse,
Too many options
it's
now.
just it created too much mess. The same as you would in the movies opening up different multiverses. Anyways,
yeah.
there's an irony
Because
to
then
that.
it's like
Mm.
there's no boundaries. It's like, oh, this could have happened because it's the multiverse, and
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
there's-
be like, oh my god, this is the best hero ever, and then boom, Superman comes in, kills everyone.
yeah,
But that's
And it's
DC, whatever.
yeah, I know, but it's like, oh, he never died.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
actually Doctor Doom, which is what they're actually doing.
Yeah, it's
With
I think I
Iron Man.
saw that.
Oh yeah, there is
And
Doctor
it's
Doom
like-
coming, and isn't that Downey Jr.?
it is.
Yeah,
Huge.
so it's like,
He was already
kinda-
Iron Man. Come
yeah,
on.
it's like, kind of like a buzzkill, like start a new story, start a new storyline.
What new
but-
story could they start though?
Oh, there's so many.
The thing is, they
like-
pull it from comics.
I
Like there's a
know.
whole architecture.
That's
of
what I'm
comics.
asking because I don't know
like,
the comics.
I reckon they could have done a new Ultron
I don't know what
storyline.
is.
Like,
I don't
because
mind
they
a bit
got
of
the
the voice of James Spader.
Who does?
Yeah.
Great voice.
Mm.
Oh, give me some. Yeah, that'd be another blind ranking
Whose
topic.
voice?
Yeah, because Jeremy Irons could have
Yeah,
been.
he would be top of that list.
Well, I was going to ask at the very beginning who did Shere Khan
In the
Jungle
original
Book? Yeah,
Jungle
because that
Book.
is a low
Oh,
voice.
yeah.
That's
Ah,
that's
yes.
from
That is a
that's from
great voice.
1967. So
I'm not sure if he's the one that sings as well, but
Mm.
when the vultures
isn't.
are singing,
Yeah.
and then he comes in and is like, "That's what friends are for." It's crazy, dude. Crazy low.
can you do that again? I want to hear it.
I don't know. It's probably lower than that.
really.
Mm. That's good. He's good. Yeah, but he comes in and you're like, oh God, chilling.
All right,
great.
give me. I don't know if you want me to set it up as a blind ranking, but what about like voices you'd steal?
James Earl Jones,
Michael
James Earl Jones
Jackson.
would be way up there.
Michael Jackson.
No, I'm going to go speaking voice. So fair enough for singing, but you definitely would not want his fucking speaking voice.
But apparently he put that on. Like he was.
All right, but you're still going to have to do that.
Okay.
The
Nah,
bullying's
speaking
gonna get worse.
voice.
Speaking
I mean,
voice.
Who's got a good one? Alec Baldwin's got a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jim Nance,
Jim Nance.
the guy, the sports commentator.
Oh yeah, the Masters guy.
Yeah, the Masters guy.
Jack
Yeah.
Nicholson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what would be a cool voice?
Christopher
If
Walken.
you want to sound,
Yeah.
if you want to
Full
sound like,
fighters.
if you want to sound like gravel, Mel Gibson.
I think it's got a good voice.
I like his voice.
That's what he sounds like.
Like again, super Australian. Like my dad's seen him in NIDA productions.
Yeah. I
was like, oh,
I
is
went
he
on a little
weird
hunt
then?
to try and find interviews of him when he sounds full Australian. It's a trip.
Yeah,
It's a
interesting.
trip just to see him.
Yeah.
And he's fully Australian. You're like, what the fuck?
What ruined
Yeah.
Braveheart for me was finding out that he directed it
Mm.
because it's the most like. I can only imagine when he was directing it. It's like, hey, can we get more of me? Can we just get more Mel?
This sounds like
Yeah.
a Family Guy cutaway.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's
like,
like-
that's what.
I'm gonna need a bit more me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But
Not enough
legit,
me.
I feel like I think,
Got a
and this
fever.
is a story just coming from my parents because mum was like, "Oh, it's a great film." She's like, "Well, apparently he directed it and he was going to cast someone else, and none of it was up to his
Oh,
standards."
these guys had enough Mel about them.
yeah, exactly. And then he was like, "I'm just going to do it."
They didn't do William Wallace.
I
like
bet he
should
saw
have.
like one guy, like
Yeah.
he brought in some like black guy. He's like, you know what? I'm doing it. No, it's Mel
He
time,
just
baby.
doesn't seem to suit the character.
I don't know.
Wrong skin tone.
You know who would be guilty of that as well is Adam Sandler, writing in like the most ridiculous love interests for his like. I mean,
Oh, I would've
Salma
thought-
Hayek as the wife in Grown Ups.
Jason Alexander as George from Seinfeld having a string of like weirdly hot girlfriends
Yep.
whilst being bald and jobless for a lot of that show. Yeah, Adam Sandler did all right with that.
I really want to know more voices. That's a good one. Speaking voices.
It would be James L. Jones for me.
Who is that?
So he does the voice of Vader and Mufasa.
Mufasa, yeah. I was
Mm.
going to say Mufasa.
He's won a bunch of Tonys, like legendary actor, but
remember
being able to hit the
who you
Vader
are.
out of nowhere.
Mm,
Yeah, he's definitely like top 3 of all time.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd probably say he's the best of all
I
time.
would
like to
pick
go.
him. I would
That's
pick him.
speaking of, that's my favorite Family Guy cutaway because the actor who played Darth Vader was just a giant English guy.
And
And
he
he
sounded
would-
weird.
He was originally going to do the voice, but he sounded stupid, so they brought in James Earl Jones. But the Family Guy cutaway was James Earl Jones, who's a really fat black guy. So he's just stuffed into this Darth Vader costume. There's fat spilling out of it. The guy's like, James, we just want you to do the voice.
Good stuff. Well, lads, that's over 2 hours of
No, we did well.
fun podcast.
Mm.
All right.
We
Any
need
shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs. You've got a shout out to give, actually, to your biggest fan, who is Chari. So if you want to look right down that camera,
This one's for you, Chari.
it's nice.
Damn.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, and for the record, you are single and ready to mingle.
No, sorry. No,
Did my
I'm
best.
happily engaged, unfortunately. For you.
It's not happily then.
All right,
No,
everyone.
Unfortunately for her.
Till next time.